This is Arusha National Park, a must-visit location if you have a couple of days to spend in and around the town of Arusha. Here you can embark on a walking safari and, accompanied by an armed guard, search on foot for a vast array of wild animals. As you can see, the true gigantic proportions of a giraffe can only really be appreciated when you are standing a few meters away from them. And on foot, the thrill of African buffaloes and other savanna wildlife hits you in a different way. It was surprising for us to find that in the dense montane woodlands of Arusha National Park, you can also find secretive forest species, such as the black and white Colobus monkey and the more rarely seen blue monkey. There are also a number of smaller creatures that usually go unnoticed in the traditional safari circuit. We were also blown away by the wonderful range of beautiful birds found here. So come along as we show you what you can find in this underrated park in Northern Tanzania. The first stop on our adventure was a trip through the dense montane forest to find some rarely seen primates. Black and white Colobus monkeys are very shy and they love to feed under the dense forest cover. These beautiful primates are specialists of highland forests across Africa. Here in Arusha National Park, they have access to an enormous amount of food, and if they discover a good spot, they can spend a long time enjoying the greenery. Not everyone has the luxury of spending their time eating. Some members of this family have to sit at the top of the tree to watch out for danger, such as other Colobus troops who may be looking to trespass. These two monkeys look unsure as to whether they can handle an oncoming threat. Perhaps the opposition they can see is very strong, so a quick retreat seems to be the best option. The second monkey waits a little longer, and then it too raises the alarm and makes a quick escape. Our two original monkeys are followed by a whole flurry as the rest of the troop tracks them into the forest. Amidst all the noise and chaos, our first Colobus monkey continues to enjoy its food. The lack of emergency may just be because this situation isn't threatening after all. After feeding to its heart's content, the monkey finally decides to go up and check out on the rest of the troop's whereabouts. Blue monkeys are another highly sought after primate in Arusha National Park. These two monkeys are engaged in an extremely serious grooming session. This is an intense activity where each monkey's fur is cleaned meticulously. Grooming like this helps get rid of any external parasites and is also an important form of social bonding. These cute monkeys are not really blue, but have an olive greyish coat. They are a primate species that is specialised for forests like this one here. These monkeys are normally very shy and they usually tend to stay in the high forest canopy. So seeing them on the ground so close was just brilliant. As you reach the edge of the forest, you will see Mount Meru dominates the open grasslands of Arusha National Park. Going on a walking safari, you will have to crisscross a number of streams that cut through the grassland. As we approached our first stop, we were glad that the water was there to separate us from the usually aggressive African or Cape buffaloes. These buffaloes could easily run across and charge towards us if they wanted, but we could see this herd was extremely peaceful. They have seen humans many times before on foot and know not to fear us. It looked to us like their bigger challenge were flies, and that is why they are swinging their tails and flicking their ears to get rid of the pesky insects. We also heard that the warthogs are enjoying a good life here. In the absence of larger predators like lions, they can really enjoy their meals without fear. With buffaloes close by, they seem to have lost all worries as they dig into the fresh green grass. By getting down on their knees, the warthogs are able to use their full body weight and get deep into the digging action. Birds like egrets wait patiently by the sides of the warthogs because their actions disturb insects, which is perfect food for these birds. While the egrets accompany both the warthogs and the buffaloes, other birds sit on perches as they hunt for flying insects. While others jump around trees looking for a suitable meal. There is plenty of water and green foliage in Arusha because the high mountain peaks hide secret springs that nourish this landscape. This gives it the appearance of an almost temperate woodland. And tucked away in the forest is a stunning waterfall that arises from one of the park's many springs. These gushing waters flow throughout the national park and shape the green and lush ecosystems that can be found here. There is only one animal that has the height to compete with the enormous peak of Mount Meru. Seeing a giraffe on a walking safari is one of the finest ways to get a sense of how tall these animals really are. The long neck has to be handled awkwardly while sitting down. The lucky giraffes of Arusha are spoiled for choice for food. There is so much amazing green foliage here. They often don't even need to use their long necks to reach the leaves. Arusha National Park is not all about mammals. The high diversity of birds in this park means that in a single day you can see common species like egrets alongside much rarer birds like this majestic eagle. The deep forests are also a playground for more secretive birds. There are a range of colourful and beautiful insects that also adorn this forest as well. Male sunbirds have a dazzling display of colour, but usually the dark forest canopy hides these bright shades. Female sunbirds lack the intensity of the males, but they are also extremely active and alert birds. They find nectar-rich flowers inside the forest and make careful movements to look around as they feed. When the female's head is inside the flower, she could easily be hunted by a bird of prey, so she has to feed very carefully. Moving from flower to flower keeps her mobile and difficult to target. What's more, some birds are highly adaptable, and they have learned to take advantage of non-native flowers like this stunningly beautiful but exotic jacaranda tree. If you look closely, you might find some other smaller species that live at the edge of the forest. Sometimes a quick bushy tail is all that you will see. But when observed in silence, these adorable mammals reveal themselves very carefully. Squirrels like this ochre bush squirrel are almost never encountered in a general safari on the usual wildlife circuits. These cute mammals are actually very hardy and adaptable. They are known to thrive in dry savanna habitats, but here in Arusha National Park, they have learned to take advantage of the seasonal abundance of food in the form of fruits and berries. Once they find a suitable food item and a comfy spot to sit in, you can enjoy watching them in the same position for a long period of time.